Hi, my name is Isaac Bama, and my take is that building more homes will solve the housing market crisis. This is something that I was just curious about, so when we were told to find a topic to talk about, I just wanted to find something that I was curious about and kind of use the opportunity to do more research on it. So, this is my take from it and what I've learned about it. So I think I will start by asking a question. Imagine a young family searching for a home. They walk into open houses, scroll through listings, and every place is either too expensive or already sold. They are forced to rent in a cramped apartment or move far from work, school, and family. This is not just a story; it is a reality for millions of Americans today. Housing affordability affects everyone, whether you are a renter, a homeowner, or planning your future. Rising home prices make it harder to save, invest, or even live comfortably. As someone who has studied housing trends and followed reports from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, I think I'm at a point where I understand the scope of this crisis and, more importantly, the practical solutions that can work. Today, I'm here recording this video to kind of show you that the housing market crisis can be mitigated by one major action: increasing supply of homes through targeted construction initiatives, zoning reforms, and government incentives. And like I already said, this I got this I got the idea that it could be solved by a supply of homes from, I think his name is Morgan Housel. He wrote The Psychology of Money, and I was watching one podcast and he said that. So when he said that, that's when I kind of was curious about it, but I never got the time to like do more research on it. So when we are given the opportunity to, find a topic to talk about, I think that's why I chose this, to kind of find what I'm curious about and research on it. And after researching on it, we will explore three key points. One, why the housing market crisis is happening. And two, how building more homes can solve the problem. And three, what we can all do to support long-term solutions for affordability. The problem, one, is that the housing shortages and rising prices. The first issue is the housing shortage. U.S. home prices have increased by over 20% in just the past 2 years, far outpacing wage growth. Millions of families now spend more than 30% of their income on housing, a situation economists call being cost burdened. But why is this happening? There are several causes. One, there is a lack of new construction, restrictive zoning laws, high building costs, and bureaucratic red tape have slowed the creation of new homes. And three, investors often buy homes for profit rather than to live in, reducing the number of properties available for families. And to me, the effects are devastating. Young families cannot buy homes, delaying major life milestones like marriage and starting a family. Rental prices skyrocket, pushing some into homelessness or extreme financial stress. And on a larger scale, economic growth slows as people spend more on housing and less on other goods and services. I think, to me, the solution would be to build more homes. The solution is straightforward. We need to build more homes, increase housing supply, and also stabilize prices and make housing more accessible. I think when you increase the housing supply, it could stabilize the prices and also make houses more accessible. Okay, someone might say, how can we do this? First, build new homes in urban and suburban areas, including multi-family units, townhouses, and apartments. Smart construction maximizes land use and helps more families' homes. Second, reform zoning laws to allow higher density housing. Simplifying approval processes reduces delays and lowers costs for developers. Third, I would say provide government incentives like tax breaks or low interest loans to encourage developers to invest in affordable housing. The benefits are clear. More homes reduce competition, lowering price and rent costs. Families can buy homes sooner, improving financial security. And building homes stimulates the construction industry and local economies, creating jobs and supporting growth. I believe this is not just a theory. Cities that have implemented zoning reforms and supported construction initiatives have seen housing prices stabilize and rental affordability improve. Solving the housing crisis is not something that will happen overnight, but there are concrete steps we can all support. Local governments must update zoning regulations to allow for higher density and multi-family housing. Federal and state governments can provide funding and incentives for construction projects, making it easier and more profitable to build new homes. Developers should focus on sustainable, affordable housing projects rather than only luxury or high profit homes. And as members of our communities, we can advocate for responsible urban planning and support policies that increase housing supply. We all have a role to play by voting for housing initiatives, attending community meetings, or simply voicing support for new construction projects. Each of us contribute to solving the crisis. Every voice counts. So, by constructing more homes and implementing supportive policies, we can make housing accessible for all. The next time someone struggles to find a home, remember solutions exist and we can all play a part in making them happen. Together, we can end the house crisis one at a time. Thank you.